Seems like, once again, the pre-open rates have settled in pretty quiet for the day. So seems like we're headed in for yet again a very quiet start. Let's see where we actually head from there. Of course, your active participants could be the likes of ITC, could be some of like a Devyani as well as Sapphire Foods. Those are the newsmakers which we're going to be keeping on our radar this morning. There you go. It's a very, very quiet start for the Nifty once again. 26,157 is where it's currently at. TVS Motors, Hero Motorcorp, Force Motors, they would all be reacting to their Motown sales for the month gone by. So look out for what these stocks do. And I can see some buoyancy actually on the auto names. Not looking bad at all. M&M holding up 0.5%. Tata Motors, Maruti, all winners in trade. Let's see what Ashok Leyland, what Hyundai, TVS Motors and Hero Motorcorp as well are doing. So quite a bit of buoyancy actually with the rest of the Motown pack, other than Ashok Leyland and Hyundai, which is lower by about 1.7%. The numbers for December at best only met analyst expectations. Oro Pharma, after that non-oncology prescription formulation business that they've acquired, look out for what that stock does. And then, of course, after the merger, Devyani and Sapphire Foods, let's see what those stocks are up to. Oro holding up about almost 0.5%, Devyani up 6.5% right now, and Sapphire down about almost 4% or so. And then, of course, the quarterly updates from Indian Bank, from South Indian Bank, from Punjab and Sindh Bank. They've all been actually quite decent and strong. So Indian Bank holding up 2.5%, South Indian Bank a 3.5% gap up and still counting higher. Punjab and Sindh a much more exaggerated move, almost a 4.5% uptick is what you're seeing on that stock. What about ITC? What about Godfrey Phillips? What about Idea and Indus Tower? Are those stocks as well as Newsy? Now 4% lower on ITC. So clearly doesn't seem like the poison is out of the system just yet. And Godfrey has now settled in lower by about 3.5% as we speak right now. What about Idea? What about Indus Tower? Indus Tower starts off flat. Idea is the other one which will just come off your screens, or rather Vodafone, 1.25% higher for Voda Idea as we speak.
Yeah. So those are just some of the movers. Let's pull up some of the other ones. HDB Financial, there was an expiry of lock-in period for investors, and that's why this one was in focus. Voda Idea obviously doing very well for itself. Devyani up nearly 7%, so very, very strong in terms of the move on Devyani as well. So very, very strong move on Devyani. Now, in terms of just sectorally, trying to get a sense of which are the sectors which are the big movers today. And PSU Bank Index is in focus, up around 0.7% odd. That's the top sectoral gainer, along with the Nifty Auto. The Nifty Auto Index is doing fairly well for itself, frankly. And that's on the back of the auto sales numbers. And it's back-to-back days of good performance from the auto index. The Nifty FMCG is the other one, which is the culprit, down 1.5% in trade, second straight day where you're seeing pressure there, and that's largely coming from ITC, right? ITC, Godfrey Phillips and the like. So that's where a bulk of the pressure, at least on the FMCG index, coming from. Another 5% shaved off on ITC. Well, that's looking very, very tough. Kunal?